Well, hello to this HealLove Chat. We'll be back with another chat and another case story. So today, this is Dorte from Denmark and Hanna from Finland. Hello, Hanna.
Hello again.
Hello. So today we are discussing a very interesting topic about shock and trauma. We will we will show you a case study where why it is important to take away shock and all trauma from the body, and also recent shock and trauma. And Hanna will tell us a very interesting case story about one of her clients. She has been treated for a very recent shock energy going into the body. Isn't that correct, Hanna?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
This is maybe a little different case if you think of like average experience of shock or trauma. It was a client who I had been treating before earlier, and she had very traumatic time with her horse dying. And for her, that was a very, very big issue, because animals are such a big part of her life. And she's one of these people, you can say, that's animal whisperer. So you understand how important and how strong relationship she has with the animals.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what happened was very, very traumatic. And she actually experienced both physical and emotional shock.
Okay.
And she came to my treatment the next day, and she was still feeling very anxious, both physical and emotional, not feeling good at all. And it was not like normal grief. It was just overwhelming.
So
And she was having trouble with physical functions.
Was she crying, or was she just in freeze remote?
I think she was more like frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, when I started to treat her, it's like a classic symptom that all of your energies are blocked. That's what happens when you experience shock or simply, if you make it very, very simply, your energies don't flow. And I mean, that's important for all of us. If we want to feel good, we need to have good energy flow. So and also in the shock, kidney energy and heart energies are very much in taking place in these situations. And if we think of, in general, the energy flow, kidney energy and heart energies are so connected to your life energy. And if your life energy is blocked, if your heart energy is blocked, you don't feel good because there is no life energy flowing in you. You can't feel good because you close your heart. You kind of make your numb to protect yourself.
Yeah. So how can the listeners to this chat recognize if they are in a kind of a shock state? How can they recognize that?
That is such a hard question.
Yeah.
Because
do they just not know feeling?
Everybody
get
experiences.
Cold? Do they? Yeah.
Yeah. I think simply also it differs from people to people. Some people are much more aware of the energies than the others.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure there are lots of people who wouldn't even recognize, even if they had shock or trauma in their energies. But I would say that it's the feeling not being whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
did your client know that she was in that state, or?
She knew not everything was well.
Yeah.
She wouldn't maybe have used these words,
No,
but she
exactly.
knew exactly. And also because she had her energies balanced earlier.
Yeah.
She knew exactly that her energies
Yeah.
were not in balance,
Yeah.
not even close. So when you have an experience like that, what happens is that there is a lot of adrenal in your body because adrenal glands, which are related to kidney, they start producing adrenal, and that affects, when it's like excessive amount of adrenal, it affects your heart center.
Yeah.
And your pericardial meridian starts protecting your heart because you don't want to get any worse, so you start protecting yourself. And at the same time, the same meridian blocks the energy in the pelvis area, which means that it freezes your chakra energy because it's very much of the safety issue. It's also a safety issue and life energy issue in the pelvis area.
Yeah.
And like I call these blockages China walls. So you create China wall around your heart, you create China wall in your pelvis area. So it's impossible to have your energies flowing freely.
Yeah. Yes. And you're not happy, you're in grief, you're in fear, you're in all kinds of those dark
and I think everything feels darker than it actually is. And you feeling both emotional and physical not good.
And you're not able to see a way through it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what actually happened to this client of yours?
Well, first of all, I needed to tear down the walls. I was saying the heart center and the pelvis center.
Sorry, can I ask you, why did she go into that kind of shock energy?
Why did she go?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
Briefly.
it's a long story. I tried to make it very, very short, but there's one of her horses got her, I'm not quite sure, but her back leg broken, like really badly. I'm not sure, was it a hip or the leg, but anyway, and she needed to call a doctor to put the animal to how do you say, like final sleep.
Okay.
And the doctor was giving her this injection, but this horse, I don't know, maybe she had so much life energy, it needed to be done 9 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and there was already a moment that they thought that the horse died, and they were speaking, everything what with the doctor, what must be done. And then she like rose again, but like she was so badly injured that there was no other way, that she needed to put away.
Yeah, but that
and then they needed to give these needles again, and I mean that was such a terrible experience
for her, not only to unexpectedly have to lose her horse, also she had to keep doing something to the horse that the horse
that felt very bad for her. Something she needed to do, and at the same time she didn't want to do at all, but she knew that was the only way. But it was very ongoing. Contradictory feelings she was experiencing.
So because she also was so connected to the horse was so connected to her.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you for telling us that
story.
So how did you treat this client?
Well, the first of all, I was using certain techniques to get the walls away around the heart and the pelvis area, and there are certain exercises, there are certain points you can hold to open the energies in the area. And when I was able to open both blockages, like the major blockages, I was able to concentrate on the smaller blockages, like how the energy was flowing. So I was working on her life energy, which is like kidney energy rising up the body. I was also working a lot with her heart center and her heart energies. And at the end, when we had already got the energy flow well flowing and everything was good at that stage, we needed to build up her own strength, like her energy strength. And we were, I would say that we were building this power bubble on her energies so that she was able to keep her energies, the way we had them
The
flowing.
strong energies. Yeah.
Very strong energies, just to stay in her own energies. And also because we all have this biofield around us, also called aura, however anybody wants to call it. It's also very important afterwards that you stabilize the aura.
Yeah.
Because this is how you present yourself, and this is how you take energies from the outer world. So we were first like opening the blockages, then we were adding the energy flow, then we were stabilizing, and then we were building this strength on her energies.
So how long would you say a session like this, where you could take away the trauma, the shock energy, how long time? Was it a whole day? Was it 2 hours? Because
Well, I think,
how to do it, right?
Yeah. I knew how to do it because I had been, treating similar situations before, not people having situations with horse, but there are many other ways, you can experience shock or trauma in your body or mind. So in this case, it was so obvious that normally we would do some testing, like we have certain HealLove tests we can perform, but this time I was just treating her, so this took maybe an hour.
Okay, but that's rather quickly to take away
It
trauma
was,
that
yeah,
otherwise could linger on in the body for years, right?
I know, and if this energy stays in your body, it's very harmful.
It closes you
for a long time.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, because this was a recent trauma, but we also experience people coming with old traumas, also traumas, them not even being aware of that they have in the body. Can we? Can the HealLove method also do something to the old traumas?
Yeah, and it was what's the word? Remarkable change.
Yeah.
When we finished, of course, she was aware of what had happened. She was feeling, or actually, she was only then able to feel the grief. Because she opened the heart center, but that was like natural that she was feeling, and that was something that she accepted. It was all okay, and she even wanted to get this feeling. But she was able to like see the situation and not going into the same physical or emotional state anymore.
Into the closed shock energy.
Yeah.
So she could process the grief, because I know for sure a lot of people don't want to feel grief, but we have to process the grief to letting it go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So how has she been since?
She was very good. Well, this was such a strong, I don't know, this is not maybe a right word, but strong situation that I did call her like the next day. And then we checked the situation like a week after, but she was doing so good. So and she was very grateful, being able to get this out of her system.
Yes. So her losing the horse, because she lost the horse, after you treated and took away the shock energies or opened up the energies, she can now remember the horse in a different way without going into shock.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So that is actually also a beautiful situation then afterwards.
Yeah, it was for her because she's maybe a little bit from the normal person, because she has this quality that she's able to understand the language of the animals. So she felt that it was, like you said, a beautiful closer for her, because she felt that when she was able to open up her energies again, she had some kind of connection to this
with
animal.
the horn.
Yeah. And that was very important for her.
Yes, exactly. And actually, it is very important for every people to have taken away old traumas, because the old traumas and the shock energies which we can get into our body also when we are a small child, and then we don't know we carry it. It can create so much havoc for us as an adult person, both in our own life, but also in us relating to other people. And definitely in the love life or love relationship, because if you grieve the loss of a loved one, not only by death, but by a breakup, and you don't process, but it stays in your body, it actually can create havoc to you connecting to another person, because your heart is closed, and some love still goes to that person you lost instead of to the person that you're now with. And
but also another example would be if you have a traumatic relationship with one of your parents. How do you relate to your own children, for example? And so there could be like so many examples.
And that
why people need this kind of
so many examples,
heart opening.
And the HealLove, we call our method HealLove, but that is not just romantic love. Love is an energy, and we want to heal because because we need the love energy both to ourselves and to the people we surround, our children, our spouse, our whoever we're with. So the HealLove is not just romantic; it is the love for self and for others, right?
The ultimate healing power.
Actually, it is.
Well,
that was an interesting case story. So that just shows a bit of what the HealLove method is able to do to quickly, when you know how to do it, to quickly work with the body energies and come back to center and back to balance. So thank you for telling us that story. So do you have some final saying about shock and trauma and the way we work with it is we both work with shock and trauma energies to find it and to open up to it with the tapping, HealLove tapping, but also with the HealLove body, mind, and heart energy. So we have many different takes on how to promote or how to cleanse the energy system so that we can come back to center and back to balance. So do you have any?
No, it's okay. No, I was just thinking that just opening the energies and opening the blockages that we all have.
Yes.
Every day.
Person has
every day, unfortunately.
Yes.
Not only, coming from shock or trauma.
No.
But it's so important that, we know how to balance ourselves just in everyday lives.
Just by being a human being, actually.
But whoever is more interested in either treating themselves or using this method, to treat other people, please go and check our landing page, because there is more information on the method and there is more information on the education that we have on this method.
Yes, and we have a new course start or education start in the autumn of 2025. And if you want to join us, please go to the website or send us an email, because you can have a discount if you decide before, I think it's July 15 or 13.
Yeah.
And we are really looking forward to teach other people this HealLove method, so that we can help getting back to center during or through the body energies,
Exactly.
and the energies stored in our perception and different kind of stuff. So yes, go to heallovemethod.com. There is a lot of more information. Send us an email if you have any questions. We will surely be back to you. So this was an interesting topic today in this HealLove Chat.
Yeah.
So we'll be back for more. So stay tuned. So thank you, Hanna.
Thank you.
See you.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you all.
See you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.